it's me, Bree McGee. Welcome to my little corner of the world. How are you today? Very well, I hope, and whatever you're doing, I hope it's going swimmingly. This is Bree's Breeze, and today we're going to talk about being hoodwinked by sales. So get a drink, grab a snack, and let's get to work. Now, when I was young, I only ever remember there being January sales. It was a time of year after Christmas and we rung in the new year that the shops decided to sell off their old stock basically from that previous year. And so we always had sales in January called January sales. Here's Sunrise, come to say hello. And so that was how it was when I was growing up and into adulthood, honestly. But now you get spring sales, summer sales, autumn sales, winter sales, Black Friday sales, Boxing Day sales, Easter sales, all these different sales all the way through the year. And I wonder why that is. And it's obviously to get customers in to buy their stuff. It's obviously to hoodwink us into buying stuff. But I've noticed that quite a few of these sales are 5% off and 10% off. And when you think of the overall amount you're actually getting off something, it doesn't end up being that much. So for a £50 object that you might buy, 10% off is only £5. And whilst £5 can buy quite a few things, I think, it's not enough for me. So I have some parameters when it comes to sales. Firstly, it has to be something I really need. I've been thinking about buying for a long time, and if I find it in a sale, I'll take a look at it. But I won't even consider it for a second unless there's at least 25% off. I think that's like a bottom level of a sale amount, percentage-wise, that I will accept and consider buying something. Even better, 50% off would be even better than that, obviously. But 5, 10 and 15% off, it's not enough for me. And I think we can get hoodwinked into thinking, oh, this is on sale, I must get it while it's on sale. But if you really have a good look at what they're actually giving you in that sale, quite often it's not worth it, in my opinion at least. And so I recently had to pop down to my local supermarket because of things that hadn't been delivered in my weekly delivery from the supermarket. Things were unavailable and out of stock as usual, so I had to make a visit to the supermarket, which wasn't good for me at all because I just was so ill when I got back, but that's another story. But every single aisle was sale signs and buy this, get this much off, get this percentage off this item. Everywhere you look, there's a sale sign. And honestly, I'm all sailed out now. I'm bored of sale signs everywhere. Yes, it's good to get money off things. Yes, things are expensive and any saving is good. But I think it can lead us to buy things we don't really need. Oh, this item's got 10% off. I'll buy 5 of them while they're on sale. But when you look at how much you've spent on those 5 items compared to how much you've saved, I don't think it's worth it quite a lot of the time. And I often ask myself, what do supermarkets get, or shops anywhere? What do shops gain from a sale? I can't imagine that their thought processes when they get around the table to discuss it in the upper echelons, the owners and such, and think, let's do something really nice for all our loyal customers. Let's give them sales to go mad on where we make a loss. No, that's not going to happen. They will always make a profit whether things are on sale or not, because that's just the way it goes. And so I think being hoodwinked by sales, I think it's a little bit sad, as in it's unfair to make people think they're getting something that's fantastic when you look into it, it isn't all that great. And so I wonder how many people have bought lots of stuff in the sale and after they've looked at their finances thought, oh, I didn't really save all that much by doing that. I just wonder, and I feel a little bit sorry for them, if I'm honest, because they were hoodwinked into it. But as we go through the next month on the way up to Christmas, there'll be even more sales. There were never sales before Christmas when I was growing up, absolutely not, but there seems to be sales all over the place now at all times of year. So heading towards Christmas, I'm guessing people will want to get money off things to buy for presents and things towards Christmas dinners and all of that, but I hope that no one's buying stuff for the sake of buying it because it's on sale, because I don't think that's a very good use of our finances, because they are dwindling fast, aren't they, on all the price rises at supermarkets, energy, petrol, bills, everything's going up exponentially. And we need to keep as much of our money in our purse as possible, or wallet, or back pocket, or under the mattress, whatever you do, as possible, because we need it. We need to keep some of our money back for emergencies and things like that. I don't think it's fair to for supermarkets and shops to want us to spend all our money on these so-called sales. So I would say definitely look into how much you're actually saving, because when you look at 10% off, at first you might think, oh, 10% is great. But when you actually do the maths on that, it ends up as not very much. So I do have a level at 25%, nothing below that. I have to absolutely need the item, and I don't buy loads of one thing if I can help it, unless it is something we really, really need. If it's, for example, a cat food sale, which doesn't happen hardly ever, I will buy a few of those because they will always get eaten. Oh, actually, come and say hi. This is Coco, my eldest cat. He's the one who's not said hello yet. He's a ragdoll, and he's beautiful, my beautiful blue-eyed baby. So gorgeous. I think they've all been introduced to you now. So anyway, just something to think about as we head into the festive season, Christmas, and just think about those sales and what it means for you, as opposed to the shop or organisation offering them in the sales. So that's all for now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be thinking of you, and from my little corner of the world to yours, bye for now.